Tech.
Yeah, but I'll go live first.
All right.
Hey there, folks. So I think we're live. Matt, you still there?
I'm here.
All right, cool. So the game we have here today is Meteor Mission. So this is the thing it came with, like the little plastic baggie and the cover sheet. If there was any instructions beyond this, I don't have them. The only thing I have here is basically how to load it, and it may have been all there was because the game, when you load it up, it's pretty self-explanatory. And it came on this here cassette tape. So this side here is level 1, and the other side is level 2. Now I tried to load the level 2 side, and I couldn't get the volume just right. It's not nothing wrong with the tape. I just couldn't figure out the right volume to load it. But I did the level 1 side, it worked fine. So we're going to play the level 1. I got my TRS-80 emulator in level 1 mode. That's why it just says ready. It's in basic, basically. And because this is a two-player game, I got my buddy Matt Williams on here, who's a regular on this stream. You can't see him, unfortunately, because he doesn't have a camera, because he's a cheap guy. But I'm just kidding. But he's on the audio. You there, Matt? Hey.
Hey. No, that the lack of video is for your benefit, not mine. So, now, a question about that game though. This is the first Meteor Mission, right?
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
can't find any footage of this anywhere. Apparently, this is a really, really hard to find game, and I don't think there's any footage of it anywhere on YouTube. But
There may
the
not be
sequel,
any.
Meteor Mission 2, there's lots of footage of the sequel, which also looks like a really cool game we should try.
Yeah.
But for
So
this one, there's nothing out there that I could find.
agreed. So for the hey Ross, how's it going? Ross just said hello in the chat. So yeah, I mean, apparently the story behind this was the first game that Big Five Software put out. Big Five Software they made a lot of really great games for the TRS-80 with speech and stuff like that. Really cool stuff that we definitely need to play. And eventually they went on to make the classic game Miner 49er and the sequels to that. But this game, I think, was their first one, and like probably like they were maybe embarrassed of it or something, and they didn't like keep selling it after a while because it's not as good quality maybe as some of the other stuff they came with afterward. So there was online somebody was saying that they used to own this game back in the day, and then Big Five basically told them, "Hey, send us your tape, and we'll send you Meteor Mission 2, the sequel." And then, or they thought it was an update like 2.0, and then when they got it, they found it was a completely different game, and they weren't able to get the first one back. So because they stopped selling it, I guess. So they did sell it at some point. Came on cassette again, but it's pretty obscure. There may not be any other any stream on it or any YouTube video. So this may be the first
Yeah,
time a lot of
it's
people see it.
very little information on online. There's a few, like you mentioned, there's a few articles on the web, but nothing else on YouTube that I could find for the original Meteor Mission.
So I'm going to go ahead and start loading it. We can keep on talking in the meantime. So I got to press play on the tape recorder. There we go.
I never had a Trash 80 back in the day. I was at first an Atari 400 kid, and then I moved on to my TI 99 4A, and eventually my Commodore 64. But
Nice.
my cousin had a Trash 80, but I think all I ever played on it was Dallas Quest. So I wasn't really impressed. It didn't really stick with me back in the day, but seeing some of the stuff that you've streamed, I kind of wish I'd got into it. I think the Trek games especially would have been fun.
Yeah, the Dallas Quest is for the Coco, the TRS-80 color computer. This is the TRS-80 Model 1. They have like Model 1, Model 2, which is more of a business machine, Model 3, Model 4.
Right.
But and then they came out with the Coco. But these were super, super popular back in the day. So I'm slightly older than you, not much, but I had a TRS-80 Model 1. My dad really had it, then a 3 and a 4. And then we went from there to the Atari 800 XL. So we got the Atari like a little bit after you did. 800 XL was like a later model. The 400 I think was the first 8-bit model, right? So
I think the Atari 400 and 800 came out at the same time, but the 400 was the budget version.
no, but I had the XL. So the 800 and the 400 came out at the same time. I think it was either late 1979 or early 1980. But the XL didn't come out until 82 or 83 or something like that. I think, off the top of my head, it was like a later
That was outside
revision.
our price range. Too rich for our blood back then.
All right, so here the game loads right up into the instruction screen here. So copyright 1980 by Bill Hogue, Big Five Software. According to the cover sheet, it's also by Jeff Konyu. Those are like the two partners of Big Five, or Bill Hogue and Jeff Konyu. But the actual game, this is Bill Hogue, and then it was Van Nuys, California. And so there's two players, left player and right player, and you'll see how this works. It's a little bit like the game Freeway. Guide missiles through meteors up to spaceport. High score is extra time. Tie game starts strand death. Restart, press R. It's like difficulty factor spelled wrong to start. So let's start with 9 easy. First, I don't think you're connected. So
No, let me go ahead and connect.
Matt is going to connect to my computer through Parsec. Okay, let's see if I can make that work. Accept. Then I have to give the keyboard. Okay, it has keyboard controls. So hold on one second. Let me just reset my screen so I have like my streaming set up the way I like it. All right. Encoding overloaded. Like while your Parsec request came in, it overloaded the encoding for a second. But there's nothing showing except for like freaking like blank screen here.
Not a lot of motion.
Right, exactly. All right, so let's try 9 easy. You can see it, right?
Yep. And I'm player on the right, correct?
You'll be the player on the right. Okay. Stand by for game start. So this is how this game works. Basically, I'll be the arrow on the left, the bottom left, and Matt is the arrow on the bottom right. And all we can do is go up and down. And I guess in a real TRS-80, basically we're both using the keyboard at the same time. Right now we're both using the same virtual keyboard at the same time, so theoretically we could press each other's keys, but we're not supposed to do that. Like in real life also you can press each other's keys, but you're not supposed to do that. So
I promise.
so I'm moving up and down. Is your thing working?
Right. No, I don't have input yet.
You don't have input? Oh, we gotta fix that.
Remember the first time you did it, you had to do it twice?
Yeah, hold on. Well, now it says it's showing... One second, let me make sure the settings are setting properly. What about now? Moving me.
No.
You just moved me. What do you mean? No.
Oh, no, I did. I'm sorry. No, I'm the right. It's the opposite, though.
No, it's not. It's the same way it was. It's the same way it was before. Hold on a second.
I thought I was up arrow and home last time.
You were right arrow and home.
Oh, okay.
I'm up arrow and down arrow. You're right arrow and home.
Wait a minute.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay, we're good now.
All right, let's go. Let's restart. I'll press R to restart, so we have the full time.
Okay. All right.
All right. 9 easy. All right. Ready, set, go. And there it starts. So basically, you can. Okay, it's working. I'll make sure you're working. You can move up and down, but if you hit anything, you have to go back to the bottom. So it's pretty hard because there's tons of like crap and debris. And it says encoding overloaded again. I guess the Skype and the what's it called? What's this thing called again that we're using?
Parsec?
Parsec, yeah. I guess the Parsec uses up a bunch of CPU or something.
Oh, the hitbox.
Yeah, the hitbox is really big. So you got to like sort of make a break for it. Ah, man. So we're going to tie score of 0-0. But look, Matt may get there right now.
Ooh.
Ah, man, you made it. And I didn't. I got to stop looking at you and start playing. Did you make it again?
I did.
I made it, but like somehow it froze at the end, and then I died. Well, that was BS.
Oh.
Yeah, finally I got one.
This is legitimately difficult.
It's a fun game, right?
You know it is, and you're right. It's exactly like Freeway on the 2600. Just of course far more basic visuals, but it is a little bit easy to get the arrow lost. Oh, I hate that.
Man.
Because there's not a lot distinguishing the arrow from the little meteoroids.
You're kicking my butt.
Past. Oh, this is rough.
Yeah. You're still kicking my butt. So not a very, complicated game, but a pretty, challenging one nonetheless.
It is visually
Damn.
I'll put it that way.
Visually what?
Active. You've really got to track
I think
a lot
it's visually
with your
ass.
That too. No, I mean, this is really nostalgic. This reminds me of a lot of the, in the early days of online, all I had was Q-Link or Quantum Link on the Commodore 64. And all the games that you could download were going to be very, text-oriented, CG-oriented, and Commodore graphics. And this reminds me of a lot of those that I would get. And back then, you loved it because it was a new game and you got it for free. So this is very similar to that. All right, Stu's over there in try-hard mode now. He went silent.
You're kicking my butt. You're embarrassing me on my stream here.
Well, I'm not having to carry the commentary either.
Well, you are doing a pretty good job with the commentary, actually. I mean, I used to be a co-anchor here.
There we go.
Oh man, I don't think I have a chance anymore.
Ah, hitbox.
Come on, get in there. 7 seconds left. Ah, you're ahead of me still by 1. Damn it. Ah, you win.
Oh, by 1. That was close. Wow.
Yeah, that was very close. All right, do you want to try that again on the easy mode, or should we like kick up the difficulty 1 notch?
I do. Kick it up. Let's
all right, let's kick it up 1 notch. Let me just grab my soda
for the challenge. Really, you staged a crazy comeback there. I thought I was way ahead. I didn't realize. 1 more second, and you would have probably had that in.
One more like round maybe. All right, this is on difficulty 8 this time.
Oh my goodness. Ah, there's so many dots to track. Ah. There's no breaks.
It's really hard.
Oh my goodness.
The only way to do it is to take advantage of the motion, I figured out. Like, to slip in through the gaps while it's moving. It doesn't like... It seems like you have like a Pac-Man type thing where like... you know, like sometimes you could corner the ghosts in Pac-Man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh.
I think that's what you could do here too. Ah, damn it.
Hey, I finally got one.
Yeah, there we go.
I've gotten so I'm too eager, and I'm actually I'm going longer than I should. I get a little too hungry. I get, what's the word? I get thirsty.
Greedy, I think is what you mean.
Oh no, the kids call it thirsty now. You've got thirsty eyes.
Oh, they call it thirsty?
Yeah, I get the thirsty eyes when I get close.
The way that it moves, you have a way to like sort of slip in. Like, you know, if you
yeah, well, it did. It eventually developed into kind of a pattern there.
Right.
At first, I think part of that's what makes it work is you look at it long enough and your brain sort of adapts to the pattern.
Yeah, I think so.
I could see this getting like I could see a kid especially getting to where they're really good at this.
I think I'm getting pretty good right now. I'm curious how this. I wish that I knew how the stream was working. We got like 6 people watching, but like I don't know if the video is okay because it keeps saying stream overloaded.
Yeah, you keep looking at the stream numbers there, Stu. Do that. Give me a chance.
I do keep doing that. You got an advantage right away. If whoever's watching, let me know if the video's okay. There's no audio in the game. Let me know if you can hear me and you can hear Matt okay, and if the video seems like it's okay. I mean, this should not very taxing video here. This is a lot of fun.
I can see though the one problem with the encoding, I bet, was there's so minimal changes from frame to frame that I bet some of the codecs aren't optimized to handle that.
Probably.
Oh, you're up to 22. Look at you.
I'm in the zone. That's why it's called Stu's Game Reviews, not Matt's Game Reviews.
That's right. All right, you can pay me later.
When we play on your channel,
throwing the towel in on this second round.
You know, like how it was like in DC Comics and Superman raced the Flash. If it was for the Flash's magazine, then Flash would win. If it was Superman's magazine, Superman would win. That's how it works, you know.
See, I didn't ever agree with that because I mean, Superman's got almost everything, so he shouldn't be able to take the Flash on anything. You know, they gotta have.
No, I thought the opposite. Like Superman has everything, so like the Flash is supposed to win on something. Like give him something. Throw the guy a bone. Oh, extra time we got. Why do we get extra time? Just to make it more interesting.
Incredible.
It's like to the arcade. We put in enough quarters. We got extra time. Ding 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 ding.
Hey, you're just wanting it over because you're in the lead.
Hey Jennifer, how you doing?
I'm catching up.
They give you extra time to try to catch up to me. Jennifer says that we can hear you okay and the video is good. The video's good or the quality's good? Is the video good too?
Oh, I got off my game. I was thinking about what Jennifer was saying.
Jennifer says that the video is good. And she's happy that she can't see your video.
I'm happy too. I was not presentable this evening.
You're doing pretty well also, I must say. I think we're both doing quite well.
We must be unlocking time extension after time extension.
No, I think it's almost done. Game over. 41-34. Yeah. Although, like I said, we both did pretty well. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right, let's do one more time. Let's try like the medium difficulty. Let's try the average difficulty level, which is 5. Okay, let's try 5 and see how we go with that one.
This is gonna be rough.
Well, you get like in the zone
my
again.
goodness.
Look at this, yeah.
Oh,
There's
I can't see the pattern.
there's
Where's
not
the
such
pattern?
obvious trenches this time.
Right.
Hey, Jeremy, how's it going, man?
Oh, I was one off.
Ah, man. I also just messed up. Ah.
This is not merciful. It's
Ah.
not going to be a high scoring round.
Is what we 0-0 right now?
I've not got one in.
Did you throw it in now?
Jump the gun.
Ah, that got cut from the tail. You can't like. There's no way to. Oh, actually, there's a way to sneak in.
Ooh.
Yes, I got one in too. It's
I hate
amazing
the
how
hitbox
simple
that
games can
it
sometimes
hits
be
the
so
empty
much fun.
space on your tail. Oh, you're already up to 2. Look at you.
I
Oh, wait,
know, I
there's
got
a
2.
gap.
I'm a
There's a gap.
superstar. Jeremy
Oh.
said he did his first PS5 stream the other night. Great console for streaming. Yeah, what about the TRS-80? The TRS-80 is even better. Yeah. TRS-80 for the win.
Yeah,
The oldest game of all time, but it still works like a charm.
You know, the longer it runs, I was one space away. The longer it runs, it seems like the patterns sort of start to develop.
No, I think your brain is just parsing it better.
Possibly.
We're just getting used to it. Like, we're getting used to the speed.
Yeah.
I think it did open us some more gaps than there were before, but I'm not sure about that.
I keep forgetting I can go backwards too.
Yeah, like I don't even go backwards. It's like forwards or nothing. Forwards or nothing. The end or bust.
There we go. Yeah, we're starting to get our brain adapted.
This is how you do it. It's called persistence. You just gotta squeeze your little arrow in. Doesn't matter if they don't want you there. You just gotta get there at all costs. What's happening?
I don't know if I'm comfortable playing this one.
Damn it. Jeremy says it looks like another rip your hair out game. Yeah, we're doing pretty good though, man. Look at this. Get in there.
I'm gonna blame the lag.
Shove that arrow into the hole. There you go.
You
Yeah.
said your kids watch this stream.
I'm not saying anything bad. What do you mean? Come on, you got a dirty mind, man.
Yeah, no, there's definitely, the longer this goes, there are definitely a lot more gaps.
We'll try to get on the hardest level. Yeah, well, after this, we'll try the hardest level and see where we get to. So Matt is letting me win because this is my channel, by the way, everybody. Just
no, I accede to your superior meteor dodging abilities.
Oh, we got extra time. Yeah, it's like this is supposed to be a ship that we're like docking or something. Oops, I got held. This supposed to be a ship that we're docking. Like, imagine how much money like we were wasting, in real life. Or if this was real, just smashing all these ships to asteroids. Every time we do that, it's like $10 billion or something like that. Sometimes I can just go hold the button up and just go straight up to the end, and that's it. I may have an easier side than you too. Who knows? Although theoretically, it's the same exact asteroids that come to you.
If anything, I should have the advantage here because I've got more
reaction
anticipation time.
Yeah, theoretically.
To see the pattern.
No guts, no glory. You gotta just keep on going.
To see that time, yeah, I didn't stop once. I just went through completely.
Yeah, there you go. If you stay still, you'll get hit. If you move, you have a much better chance of getting through. In my opinion.
Yeah, if anything, you did better that time.
40 to 22. Oh, this is like sort of a massacre, wasn't it?
It is. Brought me in here.
You both should try level 1. Jennifer says. All right, we're gonna try level 1 now.
Your little Meteor Mission Rocky montage.
All right, let's try the hard level. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Really?
Boom. Boom.
Oh, this is.
Wow, how can you get through here?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I got pretty far. Sometimes they don't expect you to be able to win these hard levels. It's like it's just designed to be like just a masochist test. But it's probably possible. Damn.
It would be nice if it would let you kind of frame cheat where you've got like 2 of them coming at you. Oh man, that was close. Oh, I missed my opening. I had an opening there.
Damn. Yeah, I feel like I did too.
Oh, please, please. Yes.
You got it?
No, I went too soon. I was there.
I got killed too at the very end. What happened?
I could have sworn I went straight in.
I thought I made it in also, and I didn't. Yes, I did get it now. 1 point. 1 point.
Yeah, no, that might win it.
There's sudden death in this game too.
It's starting to open up a little bit.
Do you think it gets easier as it goes along, or do you think you just get used to it?
No, it's definitely opened up.
Oh man, how did I get hit there? I thought I was there at the end. I really think it's about getting in the zone. Get in the zone. The missile
I'm sure
zone.
that's part of it.
What?
I'm sure that's part of it, but there are definitely some patterns opening up now.
He's
like the longer it goes,
fire.
whatever randomization he's using.
Yeah, it could be
to generate it. Oops.
Ah, damn.
Oh, went one too many spaces.
You got 2. That's pretty good.
Don't patronize me.
I was thinking the Princess Bride, where it's like, you're doing pretty well. I was like, are you just like fiddling with me or what? I just wanted you to feel like you're doing well.
I hate for somebody to die. You're badass.
I don't want somebody to die.
What? Hey, you pushed my button.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I absolutely did not.
Oh, you did.
I did not.
Didn't even touch. I went up.
I did not.
Oh, this is what's been happening.
No. Don't even think about it. I did not do that.
Yes.
No, I didn't. I did not. I'll leave my finger on one button. I'm not using the down button. It's just the one button. It's up and that's it. It's interesting to watch people through the same pass. That's so interesting, Jennifer. I wouldn't have noticed that, obviously. I guess there's probably one path that's easier to get through.
This is really tough. See, sometimes it's like I'll let go and I'll keep going.
I lied. I used the down arrow that time. It didn't do any good. 4 seconds left.
I'm like, let it go. And
I died right at the entrance. 11-4.
Oh.
A thoroughly decisive, crushing victory by Stu. That's fun though. It's a fun game. Like I wouldn't want to play it all night long, but like that's fun. It's like if we had like a party here, like the next thing would be like, all right, like I could beat Stu, like someone else will come over and take your place, like put your.
What you need to do, you'll have to set up a Beat Stu stream where you set up this game and then everybody takes turn connecting.
Yeah, because I don't think I want every single person connecting to my computer. So that's Meteor Mission. I think that's a good. What'd you say?
I said that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, it is fun. I agree. I think that's a good stopping point for that. But I also want to try the CLOAD thing because we have this. Otherwise, it would be very short. Just to show you guys, how do I exit the game? I may just have to actually break out of it, or that's not going to work. I'll just restart the emulator. So Jennifer, the video seems okay, even though like I keep saying encoding overloaded and all that BS. It's working fine as far as you can tell. I just want to double check on that. So CLOAD Magazine was a magazine that came on cassette. So just like this game came on cassette, the magazine came on cassette, and basically you loaded up whatever was on the cassette and you tried it out. And the first issue came out in March of 1978. Now I have a whole bunch of CLOAD issues, but I do not have the March 1978, the first one, unfortunately. If anyone would like to sell it to me, please feel free to leave a comment in this stream and let me know. But in the meantime, I downloaded it basically. So I'm going to put in the first thing that's on there. Basically, it comes with 5 programs. The last program happens to be a check balancing program, so I'm not going to load that one on. But it lets you see the other programs that we got here. So let's do CLOAD. CLOAD. Let's let it load. So Jeremy, Jennifer, what did you guys think of that game? And Ross, if you're still there, what did you guys think of that game? I thought it was pretty fun, especially for 1980. What do you guys think? It doesn't take that long to load, by the way. It's only like about 30 seconds or something like that. So you get this thing in the mail. You have no idea like what's gonna be. Jennifer says there was a tiny bit of stutter, but honestly that could have been my eyes from watching all the Astro. It's that's funny. Yeah. You get this thing in the mail. You don't know what's going to be on it, and then you hope for the best. But I tried out these 4 programs already offline to see what they were, and I'll tell you, like, if this was 1978 and I was like subscribing to this, I'd probably be pretty happy with the subscription. Not that the games are so wonderful, but it's something to do. Excuse me. And like later issues, they have like very complex games. They have adventure games. They have RPGs and stuff like that. Well, it's taking longer than I thought, but it should be done soon. So Matt, what else have you been up to?
Oh man, just trying to raise teenagers. That's always an adventure. But other than that, I've been getting every now and then a few big box games come in. Some fun stuff every now and then. But
Sounds
not as fun
good.
as this.
All right, let's try to run this thing and see what we get. All right, so centimeters and milliliters. Would you like instructions? This is an interesting game because you'll see that it's a game that does not work well on an emulator. Here are 2 games. In the first one, I'll draw a bar on the screen, ask you how long it is in centimeters to the nearest whole centimeter. The option to guess right the first try, but many tries are allowed. If a guess is wrong, I'll tell you how many percent of your guess that you're off. The second game is the same, except I'll draw a glass and fill it with water, and you guess the amount of water to the nearest 10 milliliters. Press enter when ready to start. But the TRS-80 did not come with lowercase letters. And I'm not joking about that. You could get like a lowercase driver or adapter, but it didn't, out of the box, it didn't come with any lowercase, the original model. All right, let's press enter. This is, I think, just a random number seed or something. This is 74. So how long is the bar in centimeters? And the problem is, and I figured this out when I tried to play this. First of all, you guys are seeing whatever size you're seeing it on. I don't know. Even with the size that I'm seeing it on, it's not the right size because you got to assume that this thing is like the size of a TV monitor, basically. And this whole thing is like a TV monitor, which is, I don't know how big, like 12, I don't know, 16 inches. How big would it be? 12, 14 inches wide, something like that. I don't know.
The original TRS-80 monitor, I think, was either a 10 or 12 inch.
Yeah, so I don't even know. So like right now on my screen, it looks like this thing is like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe centimeters, but I'm sure that's too low. You're 16% too low, not that much too low. Jennifer says it did look fun. I was surprised there were so many successes on level 1. I guess we're just good players. Let's try 7 centimeters. Right on. Would you like to try again? No, so this is a pretty basic game. Let's play milliliter. Okay, let's play it. I'll draw a glass of water and then try to guess the volume of water that nearest 10 milliliters. Percent to when ready. But I don't know how you're supposed to guess this because there's no like usually like on a glass cylinder there's like some kind of lines telling you like how much it's supposed to be. How many did they say?
Maybe the point of the game is you're supposed to take just a blind guess, and then you've got to use math with the percent it gives you to figure out the answer.
Maybe. Let's say 100 milliliters. You're 79% too low. So, I don't know, 175 milliliters? It's 2% too low. 176 milliliters. 180 milliliters. Right on! Try another. No, this game is a little bit too basic. So I don't play any more of this. I don't want to play anything. Bye for now. Let me load in the next title that came on this thing. So that was a little bit basic, but it was still sort of cool how it showed the graphics and stuff. Let's see, load again. It's interesting how the TRS-80 worked. Like this is a virtual cassette recorder, obviously, but the play thing is down, but it doesn't actually play unless you type in the command that makes it actually play. Like it's controlled both by the TRS-80 and by the regular cassette. Controls, which is a little unusual. It shows that it's loading, by the way, by these stars that are blinking on the left hand of the screen. It goes from 1 asterisk to 2 asterisk. That shows that it's loading, because to get stuck or something like that. When I was trying to load this Meteor Mission before, like the level 2 version, it was continuously getting stuck. Either the volume was too high or too low, so either it would come up with like 2 solid asterisks and not flash at all, or it would give a letter C, which means it's an error. Or it was just not doing anything. All right, ready. Let's go. Run. So what's this program? I don't even remember what it is. Oh, this is really interesting. The game of breaking the window, that is. Do you want instructions? Yes. Yes. I will draw a window on the right side of the screen, and then I'll launch a brick from the left side. At the exact time the window is hit, press the brake button, which is escape on this emulator, at the top right corner of the keyboard, the top left. The computer will say something like break at 570 or some such trash. Ignore it and type in run, and hit the enter key. After all, you just broke the window. What else do you do but run? That's sort of cute.
What?
You just broke the window, so you have to run away. The only real difficulty is that the bionic brick spins at super speed and turns invisible halfway across the screen. Press enter to start. You'll see this. You'll be surprised how this works, actually. I've never seen anything like this before. Let's press enter to start.
That's a unique mechanism. I've never seen a program that used the basic break command.
So I hit escape, break at 570. Like, yeah, right, exactly. This is crazy. Like, I'm breaking out of the program. Like, that's what I just did. Now I hit run again, and it shows me where the ball actually was. Your score for this throw is 76 points. Your average is 76 points. Do you want to try again? So basically, the closer it comes to the window, the more points you get. If you break the window, you get nothing. Do you want to try that?
Yeah, is it the escape button? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's the escape button. You can type yes, too, if you want. If you can't type yes, then it's a problem. Right, there you go. All right.
There we go. I got to account for lag.
That was pretty good.
I couldn't see it disappeared halfway across
the screen. That's a feature of the program. It disappears intentionally. No, seriously, if you could see where it was, it'll be really easy. Now hit run.
And so we got to hit run, right?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
89.
89.
Oh, yeah,
Let me try again. It also speeds up, by the way, it said, too. It goes to, like, hyperspeed mode. 80. Now you beat me. I guess you're better than me in this game. You want to try again?
Yeah, I'll try one. I will say, I bet what happened was when he was writing this, he was probably trying to learn how to do animation. For some reason, he was having that glitch where it disappears.
Maybe.
At some point. And I bet he said, oh, that's it's not a bug, feature. It's a feature. All right, here we go.
I see, too late.
Too late.
You went over. You've been over. See, you got 0. You went over in the showcase. So let me try this. Let me try it again.
We've got to get 95 or higher.
I did, like, when I played it, like, before I got 98. Before I was practicing. Like, now I tried it out before. 92.
92.
That's pretty good. Here, you go for it. Jennifer, what do you think of this game? You broke the window and you escaped.
I did, but look, it broke.
Yeah, I know. You still got 0. Jennifer, you want to play this? I can hook you up if you want. Ah, man. Run. My U doesn't work. All right, you want to try one more time? Go for it. Let's see if we can get 95. This is almost as fun as Meteor Mission, in my opinion. Okay. Just 85. No. It's really hard. I don't know if it goes the same speed every time.
I might have done it. You might have got it. Oh.
90. All right, this time I'm gonna.
You know what I'm curious about? How is it keeping? If you're braking, do the parameter values stay in memory? Because it's like I don't know where it's keeping your average.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe there's register.
When you break a basic program, at least in TRS-80, like you could continue also. Like it basically keeps everything in memory. You keep going. It's not starting at the beginning of the program. It's continuing, I think, from where it left off. But it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna try to time it this time. I'm gonna try to time it. You go one more time. I want to see if I can count how long it takes to get there.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, start.
It's faster this time. Do you see that? It was faster.
It looked like it was running faster.
It was definitely faster. What?
And I was farther off. That's weird.
One more time. Screw this. I had enough. No! Does anyone else want to play? Jennifer wants to play. No, I'm not going to do this again. Escape. Alright, let's load the next game.
I've got a question for you, Stu.
Yeah,
Since we were
sure.
playing Meteor Mission, and maybe somebody in the chat could answer too what they think. What's the best huddle around the keyboard multiplayer game that you've played?
That's a good question. You know, probably you don't know Jack. I don't think that counts, but
Yeah, I think that's obvious. That's probably the obvious answer for me too. But I think there's probably been a few others that were pretty good.
Jennifer says she could get wrapped up in that last one. 99 or bust. I think 99 you might have a hard time getting to. I think I was at 90, maybe I was at 98 by luck last time when I tried it, but it's still pretty difficult.
Did you ever play the game Red? What was it? Red Hook's Revenge. It was sort of like a game of life, but for pirates. And
Red Hook's
you had to huddle
Revenge.
around the keyboard for that.
I don't think so.
My siblings and I used to play that.
What was that on?
It was sort of like it was PC DOS,
Red
early
Hook's
90s.
Revenge. Doesn't ring
It's
a
kind
bell.
of like the game of life, but you're playing as pirates instead of suburban families.
So instead of like having kids, you like kidnap other people's kids?
Well, I don't remember if kidnapping was an option, but there was battling ships and finding treasure certainly. Don't remember getting any pink pegs. There's more peg legs.
I have to check it out. But my pet peeve about the Life game is that I used to actually really like that game when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I used to like it. And you can't get you can't get it anymore. Like they still sell it, but it's like some crap. It's not the original game we used to play. I want the one with like
Right.
the 3 bridges that you have to put in, the slots that you've slotted in, Like it has to be the original one. Why do you have to always change it? Like it doesn't make it better.
You can't find the original Monopoly anymore. Same thing.
I know, it's ridiculous. Except if you go to Goodwill, that's where you can find everything. Hi there, what's your name? Stu. This is interesting, actually. I don't know what to do in this game. I mean, maybe I'll let you try, Matt. But will you like instructions? The object of this game is to build a mountain 18 layers high. You're given 3 materials to work with: sand, gravel, and brick. The advantage of sand is that you get a lot of it. The disadvantage is it will slide if you try to stack it too steep, forcing you to start all over. Every layer of sand must be at least 6 meters narrower than the layer underneath. Gravel can be stacked steeper. Every layer must be at least 4 meters smaller than the one below. You also get less of it. Bricks can be laid steep as the wall, within 2 meters, but it's expensive. You get very little of it. Excuse me. The starting foundation is 100 meters wide, so your first layer must be less than 95 meters wide of sand. Less than 95.
It's really complicated.
Each layer is 4 meters thick and circular in cross-section, so wide layers use up a lot of material. I want to see you try this. I already tried it one time, and I failed miserably. Since you're here, why don't you try it? Why don't you dazzle us with your brilliant building skills?
All right. So how do I pick my material?
First you pick the width, and then you pick the material.
Okay. So let's see. We've got 18 layers. Said it's 100 meters wide. So I guess we'll do 95.
No, it can't be 95. You'll see what happens.
Okay. I get some lag. SAND.
Watch. Sand slide.
Sand slide.
So the reason why you messed up, try it again. The reason why is because it said the first layer has to be less than 95. I did the same thing, by the way, the first time I played. Exactly the same thing you just did. So 94.
Oh, that's why I did 95, because it said 95.
It has to be less than 95. So 94. The thing is, it said for sand, the layers have to be 6 apart. It's like, if it's 100, the next one could be no more than 94, actually.
Let's do 90.
Yeah, that's probably a good strategy. I tried 94, and it ran out of sand very fast. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna build a building in TRS-80 land.
So let's throw in another layer of gravel, and let's see if we got to get to 18 or 17. Is there a reason you wouldn't save all your bricks for last? I guess you really would want to save your bricks for the narrower.
I would think you want to save your bricks for last too, but if you want to use them now, go for it.
Let me see. I'm going to try and get away with another layer of sand. So let's say 80. Can't remember exactly what that rule was about sand on sand.
It doesn't matter what it's on, I think. So you had the last one was 90, so it had to be 84 or less. So you did 80. That's fine. You're making a nice little tower here.
All right, so let's see if we can go this time. We're going to go 70, and we're going to go with some gravel.
Okay. Let's see what happens. You 5,039 gravel. When you're done with this, It's not even enough gravel.
Oh, you can't even do that. Joe, you can't even do that.
I know. Is that crazy? Like 5,000 gravel is not enough.
But if I do another layer of sand, then I'm risking a sand slide, right?
No. As long as you don't go, you only get a sand slide if you go 75 or higher. If you go 74 or lower, you're fine. You still got to build 16 more layers, so that's the problem. I don't know how you're supposed to do this, by the way. Like I only tried it one time, but it seems pretty complicated.
All right, is anybody giving us guidance in the chat there?
They're not. Jennifer is very smart, but she's not helping us. I think she wants to see us fail. That's my understanding. Jeremy, I think, is playing PS5 or something. He's not really paying attention. He's just hanging out. Oh, I'm wrong. He just said, "What happened to the asteroids game? I left for a few minutes to make a tea, and some of you guys are fondling sand." What happened? Sand slide?
Plus, it's sand slide. Yeah, I did too many layers of sand.
Too many layers? Is that what happened? Or let me try. Let me try. So Jeremy, we finished playing Meteor Mission. Now we're trying the first issue of CLOAD Magazine from 1978. I like your strategy. I'm gonna go 90. Let's try sand. And let's do 80. Sand. I want to see what happens if I get the same problem. Let's do 70. Sand. Sand in the place where you live. Sorry. Let's do 60. I don't run out of this stuff. Sand.
It's like a reverse Tower of Hanoi.
Yeah, it looks like Towers of Hanoi. But look, I almost have no sand left, by the way. You see? It's like I'm running out very fast. I use up half my sand that was left just now. Man. Alright.
Yeah, but you're using up exponentially less every time.
Right, correct. But still, like, I'm not going to be able to do 13, like, let's try 45. Think about direction, wonder why. Oh, man. What did I do? Oh, shoot, it's supposed to be 6, I did 5 only. Oh, man. I messed up.
6 left. Quite a pile.
You want to try? Or I'll try again.
Yeah, you go again.
Alright, let's do that again.
I'll be cheering for you.
90 meters wide. I want to see if I can build this goddamn thing. Jeremy, this is for TRS-80 if I didn't say it already. 80 sand.
I need to run and short sell some Stewart's Construction Company stock.
70 sand. Oh my god. I think you gotta like build it as narrow as possible. I did 60 sand before, right? 60 sand. Just keep on that pattern. And this time I'm gonna do 54 sand. Alright, let's do 48 sand. Oh, come on. This bastard. 47.
Gotta use what you got.
47 sand. I wish it would tell you like how much you do have, you know? Like I don't want to keep like guessing every single number. I guess that was it. 46 sand. I think I'm out of sand. I still got 12 layers to go. Wow.
You might could save that little bit of sand for like your top layer.
I gotta think about this. 12 layers to go. It's not a lot. Maybe it is a lot. I don't know. Alright, 40. Gravel. That was all my gravel! What the hell? Alright, I lost. I obviously lost.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, go with your brick and see if you can do like a 2 sand.
Scott says, I thought a bridge crew game was going on. We're constructing the bridge here, Scott. What do you think this is? We're making the bridge. So we can then play at it afterwards. Oh man, this blows.
No, something like that.
All right, we lost. All right, try one more time. What do you think?
No, I think we get the gist of that.
I'm gonna try one more time. This just
Are you gonna give it a okay.
Last time. What's your name? Jennifer. No. Wise guy. Press enter
I
to
think we
start.
probably need to start smaller, and then
Yeah.
is the minimum you have to be like 6 less on each side to do sand.
Yes.
So maybe start as small as possible and figure out. You'd have to do some math.
Yeah, I think in order to
I'm
win
still
this
not
game,
clear.
you're
Like,
right. To win this game, I think you actually have to do math. That's what it actually is. The last layer is only like basically says 3 high or something. So if it's only 1 wide and 3 high, that would be 3 bricks. And the next layer afterwards would be like we could figure it out if we want to do the math, but that's not really fun. This is Bridge Crew. Jeremy says the formation of the USS Sandcastle. Let's try 80 though. It's I'm sure it's way too much. Let's do 50.
I wonder if the sand slides, if they're purely a limit you hit, or if it's like a RNG, like a random factor that whether or not you get a sand slide depending on how big it is.
I think it's just purely if you violate the rules. You see, I'm like narrowing too fast now. It's like this is like the trap you run into. But I don't have enough like of anything else to use.
Yeah, but you are saving a lot of sand right now.
I save too much sand. Actually, that's the problem. I'm not gonna have enough. My thing has got too narrow too fast. You see, that's the issue. 24, not 24, 28. Gravel. Jeez.
I used a lot of gravel.
How much did I use? Like half of it?
Yeah.
I'm screwed basically. I still have 12 layers to go. I can't win from here. It's impossible. Yeah, I'm done. All right. I think the minimum you can start is 84. 18 times 6, Jennifer said. She's trying to help us. All right. I think that this is a math problem. I think is what it is. It's definitely a math problem. You have to start off and calculate like how many you have to make exactly X number of layers, how many bricks you need to use, then gravel, then sand, and do it backwards. But right now we're not going to win. Let's just do it one. 0.
Too early in the evening, Scott. We can't go there.
That didn't work. -1. No, let's just give it up on me. Alright, I give up on this one. Let's just exit. Alright. Now I think that's to me that's an interesting game though. I'm gonna load the last game that came on this thing, which is actually the sort of the most basic one. You'll see what I mean in a second. Let me just reset the emulator just in case. Load this thing again. Scott, yeah, I think after this, if you guys want, we can play Bridge Crew. And I'll kill this stream though. This is a TRS-80 stream, and then if you guys want, we can play some Bridge Crew. Either we can stream it or not. But if we stream it, I'll do a different stream. A Bridge Crew stream. Captain's log. Start date 1234567.2. Currently loading games on the ancient TRS-80 Model 1. Asterisk blinking. Watching asterisk, waiting for the game to load. Pretty soon we will engage in amazing computer-based combat until we lose our minds. This is Stu commanding the Farragut. Oh man, Scott says I have my eyes out, Stu, but I can play another day for sure. You took your eyes out? That's not good. What do you mean? You mean your headset?
His Bambi eyes, remember?
His Bambi eyes?
Yeah.
What do you mean his Bambi eyes?
The big doe-eyed things he does that always freaks out Joe.
Oh, you mean like in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, I understand what he's saying. Got it. No, we can play tonight. I'm fine. I got.
Well, I think he's saying we'll play another night since he's got to have his eyes prepped.
Oh, I misunderstood. Okay, got it. All right, we can play another night then. I thought he meant that he's giving us doe eyes to play tonight. I took all my eye gear out. All right, that's fine.
This is a big game.
It should be done momentarily.
Oh, we were talking about games you huddle around the keyboard and play. One that I used to love, we'd actually play on the church computer, was called Slicks and Slide. It was like a little DOS racing game, a lot like Super Sprint, but you could have 4 players, and everybody had their own little 3 keys for left, right, and gas.
Well, that's cool.
That was a great one. That was a great one.
Welcome to the game of Logic. Would you like to see the instructions? You see, like, anybody guess what this game is just right away off the bat?
Be like Mastermind.
Ah, very good. That's why I said this is the one game which is not that like it's like a whatever, because there's so many versions of Mastermind. This game is much like the game of Mastermind with the following exceptions: uses numbers, not colors. The player may select the highest digit number you wish the computer to use. For example, if the number is 3, the computer might select whatever. So you can tell like how it is. So advanced players select 6 or higher, so we can try 6. Only a nerd would select 1 for the digit number, because 1 on 1 is the only possibility. The game uses the symbol CD to label the digits that are correct but not in the correct place, and uses the symbol CDCP to label the correct digits that are in the correct place. Are you ready for page 2 of the instructions? Sure. The object of the game is exactly match the computer's 4-digit number with your 4-digit number and the least number of tries. So basically you can do it as long as you want. But they repeat things. So I'll say 6. They repeat numbers. So like, if I could do this. So there's no 1s in it at all. There's one, 2. I mean, I don't do that. I can do it like this, maybe. Just to make it a little bit smarter. So there's still 1, 2. There's no 3s apparently.
No 3s.
So let's try 4, 4, 2, 4.
Ooh.
So we don't know what that means. There's definitely at least 1 4.
There's at least 1 4, and maybe the 2's in the right place.
Maybe. Let's say 5, 4, 2, 6. Or 5.
Ooh.
3, but they're all wrong. Three, but they're all wrong. So I guess there's.
That would be a 4 in either the first, third, or fourth place.
Yeah, the two probably is in the wrong place. The 2's there should be right, but it's in the wrong place. Let's try 2, 5, 6, 4.
Oh wait, we know the 2 goes at the end.
We do? Why? That's wrong, because the 3, 3, 3, 2 would have gotten CDCP.
We did. No, that was a 2, 2, 2, 2. You're right. Sorry, I was looking at the 3, 3, 3, 2.
Alright, so I got the right numbers now. Let's try 2, 5, 4, 6. Oh, it's complicated here. 2, 6, 5, 4. I win! I win! It took me 8 great guesses to match the computer. Would I like to play
I like
again?
the positive affirmation.
I think no. What'd you say?
I like the positive affirmation.
Right.
You had great guesses, not just bland guesses or normal guesses.
All right. Well,
great.
That's so again, the CLOAD Magazine, this first issue came with those 4 games. There was this game, the sand building game, which I think is pretty cool. The throwing the rock at the window game, which I think is the best one here, and the measuring game, which was But if I got those 4 games plus a check balancing program, I would definitely be like, I'm continuing to subscribe to this magazine. This is pretty cool. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I think the rock throwing was. I wanted to know if it's possible to break the window if you hit it exactly, like you can break the window and get points.
I don't know. we can try to get it if you want.
I'll have to get it, and I have to look through the list of basic.
we can try to get it if you want, but I vote actually for we play one last game of Meteor Mission. Given that that was the topic of the stream, so maybe if people join late, they're like, "Hey, where's Meteor Mission? Why are they playing this stupid Mastermind?"
You just wanted to drum on me again.
Maybe he'll win this time. Or I'm going to load it up, and then we can read what these guys are saying in the chat here. They're talking about Star Trek, and then Jeremy says, "This game reminds me of a torture method used by my grade school math teacher. Pretty sure she should strap us down and put this crap on us." And Scott says, "Math hurts head, flees to humanities." Ah. It's funny. He even says, "Play another game." What happens if you lose, Scott? Says, say you lose 100 times? You can't lose because you've unlimited guesses. And Jeremy says, "No, it's just play another game. This isn't for you, noob." All right, let's put the other one in. Insert tape. Let's go back here, and I'm going to pick Meteor Mission Level 1. Let's reset it. Hard reset.
We are going to need to play Meteor Mission 2 at some point.
Yeah, of course. Of course we'll play Meteor
We've
Mission
got to 2. We've got to finish the story. You know, the guy that sent his tape back in and he got the other game in return and he was upset about it.
I think I told the story before. Why don't you tell it again while I drink some of my soda?
Right, that was when you were doing research. You found a link to an article, about the game Meteor Mission, the original, and the guy said, "Yeah, I had that game," and then I received like a notification that I could send it in and get an upgraded version sent back to me. So the guy sent it in, but instead of getting Meteor Mission that he'd grown to love, the simplistic game we were just playing, it was a completely different game with way more features and stuff. And he was actually upset because he couldn't play his original game that he'd grown to love. Instead, he had just a completely different game, and he never had the opportunity to get it back because it's such a hard to find game.
Yeah, and apparently the guy who created the game, Bill Hogue, doesn't said on his website, I don't think I ever sold a copy of it. So clearly there's at least some copy that was found somewhere. If it was sold or not, I don't know. But that guy obviously has a story where he had a copy and then he sent it in. So it seems like they did sell it. And Radio Shack actually picked up almost all the big 5 software games and distributed them as part of, they called it, they have these different packs with 2 games in each pack. I actually have behind me, I'll show you 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get it. So here's an example of what I'm talking about here. They had Radio Shack put out these games pack. This is Games Pack 3. And it comes with Meteor Mission 2 that Matt was talking about. And it comes also with Cosmic Fighter, which I think was the second game that Big 5 put out. And this is not the original release. It's a re-release with 2 games in it. And there's a manual and there's 2 cassette tapes. But these are there's so many of these around because whatever Radio Shack sold, they sold the computer also. So whatever they sold, people bought them like crazy. So these things you can find them in the wild, not too hard if you want to play these games. And you can see Meteor Mission 2 if you look at the screenshot. It's completely different than what we're going to play right now. The Meteor Mission looks more like Missile Command just from the screenshot. But
one interesting thing about Meteor Mission 2 is it has what I think it sounds like are digital sound effects, very primitive digital sound effects.
Most of the Big 5 games had sound. This one doesn't, but most of them do. Like I had a game Robot Attack. That the best thing about it was the beginning of the game. It would like made some noise. It would and it said "Robot Attack." It actually spoke, and that was the coolest thing in the world in 1980. I mean, right. Trust me. I'm saying trust me, not to you, but to the other people here who are younger. Scott says, "This is good retro goodness right here." Leisure Suit Larry 4, Meteor 2. Leisure Suit Larry 4, Larry and the Burning Asteroids. That's funny. You should tell that one to Al Lowe, see if he wants to make that into a game. All right, let's see if we can get this thing up here. So we're just going to play one more game in hard mode, Matt, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
You're the guy on the right, remember. Here we go. Oh, wait, I got to click in the window. Okay, here we go. Stand by for game start. I already died. No. I got to get back in the groove. Get into the groove. Boy, you got to prove that you could dock an asteroid. Sorry.
There's no gaps. Oh, wait, here's one.
Oh, man.
I
feel like I just, it's not, it's sticking or something, but it's probably just me sucking. How come we were able to do it before?
We've got to get our brain attuned.
Right. I feel like it maybe opens up a little bit as it goes on, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, do you think that? I said that 5 times. No, your brain just adapts.
No, I think you're right. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to, actually, you know what I think it is? I think when you hit the asteroid, it takes out of play. That's what I think is going on.
Man, that's so frustrating.
That's what I think is going on. Oh, I got to hit right at the very end, but that'll make it easier for you for next time, or for me. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on, Matt. As you hit more of them, it takes them out of play, and then it becomes easier for the next pass through the meteor storm. Damn. At least you got one in. I can't even get one right now. I'm gonna throw this game intentionally just to make Matt feel good because
Ah!
he hasn't won until now.
I hate it when you get to the very last spot.
I think I'm gonna throw this game unintentionally. Is what I meant to say. Oh man, I'm really sucking it up. This is like a blemish on my retro gaming career here.
Ah, lag. I'm blaming the system lag.
Yes, I finally got one in. And so Jennifer said we use the same pass, which makes a lot of sense. It's probably the same pass that we keep using. If you play with this, there's no system lag. You're not fooling anyone,
Well, there's not.
It's definitely not for me. I don't think it's for you either. It's just an excuse. Real men don't make excuses; they just suck. Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, look, see, you did it again.
It definitely. No, I did not push your button. Don't give me that crap. It definitely gets easier as it goes along. I think that's the reason why. It's because we're clearing out the asteroids, which is very cool if that's the case. That makes it really interesting, and that makes a time limit really important. You can sort of tune this game differently by changing the time limit.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Every time that we hit one, it doesn't come back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost an incentive early on
just to get killed.
To hit them. Yeah, to go through and hit a bunch.
Exactly. So you were good in the early stages, but once it came down to just sliding through those gaps and it's real time, maybe the lag is right. It could very well be lag.
You're a gap slider. No, you're the superior gap slider.
I'm more of a slacker than you. Game over. Oh, Jennifer wants to know what is sudden death mode. Sudden death mode. Jeremy says, I'm honestly scared to know what sudden death mode is like. Probably just asteroids over the screen like some kind of retro 80s computer virus. And Jeremy agreed with us. When you hit the asteroid, it gets destroyed. Scott also asked what kind of lunatic would fly to the asteroid field, and Jeremy said Han Solo. Sudden death mode is if we're tied, then the game continues until one of us gets another point. That's sudden death mode. All right. Last time, Matt. One more time, then we'll wrap it.
Yeah, we
all right. Last time. We got 10 people watching, so
redemption round.
One more time. Redemption round. Here we go. Ready to continue? Hard. Look at that.
I'm just gonna kamikaze for like the first 10 seconds.
But you're gonna kamikaze and like clear a path for me. That's the thing. Ah, man.
See, I'm not even thinking about it.
You're just going up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I want to. If I can get through the early stage, I feel even better. But my skills as a pilot.
I've already learned the limits of my skills. I'm going straight for cheese.
Just like Beggars Canyon back home, right?
Well, beggars can't be
That's
choosers.
impossible. Not even with a computer. It's definitely possible with a TRS-80.
Ah.
I used to play Meteor Mission 4K back home. That's a computer.
Oh, I got to the very end. So frustrating.
Ah, man.
Ah, twice.
Damn you. Damn you, Javert. Oh, man, I think I froze up for a second there. Damn. Did you make it yet? Yeah. Oh, whoops. That was dumb. Insert.
Yeah, on the bright side, like the very early part of this is completely clear for me. Oh, for both of us, actually.
For both of us, right. You cleared it for me, too. Damn. Should have had that.
But on the downside...
When you get it, it's so satisfying, isn't it? When you get it, it's so satisfying. I think this is a metaphor for life, Matt. What do you think? It's hard to get in sometimes.
Well, if it's a metaphor for failing in life, then yes.
It's hard to get in sometimes, but once you get into your objective and you manage to enter the waiting space, it's very satisfying sometimes.
I think I could probably, if you develop your ability to go backwards when you need to, that's probably... Oh, but no, I went back 2 steps instead of 1. I'm doing terrible. My strategy did not work.
Yep. I think I'm better just focusing on one key at a time, and that's it. Oops. I blew myself up. Also, when you die, they make you wait for a minute. They don't put you back in play right away. There's a penalty for screwing up. That's also a.
I may only get 1 this entire round.
No, you gotta get more than 1.
Oh, I got the very end again. That's like the death of a vision for me.
My goal is to
Is
get.
when I get to the very end.
I want to get 10 times more points than you, so don't get any more. I'm just
Oh
joking.
no.
Oh man.
What am I doing?
That's it. I'm done. That goal is. I gotta cross that off my bucket list. It's not gonna happen. I'm trying to be more
Unless
reckless
you
now.
can hit 30.
Unless we get like a the time extension. Game over.
Ah, that was
Scott
terrible.
says this is Space Frogger. We've already determined it's not exactly Frogger. It's more like Freeway, which is an Atari game which was like Frogger, except I think you could Freeway. You could not go left and right. You could only go forwards
Right,
and backwards.
just up and down.
Yeah, so it's very similar to Freeway, which was a ripoff of Frogger, but slightly different mechanics. Jeremy says, I literally put Radio Drama Luke up there with Harry Mudd and Trelane on my annoyance meter. It's like too nerdy of a reference, I think, for most of the people here, and I'm just kidding. I want to be a rebel. Come on, I want to go. I think you can hear like Mark Hamill do that voice sometimes. What do you say? I think the reason why. Pete says, I think the reason why it gets easier over time is when you crash, that meteor's removed from the playfield. Yeah, thanks, Pete, for commenting. I think we noticed that before. At first, we were like sort of saying, is it getting easier or not? We're not sure. And then I think we determined it is. We weren't sure why. And then we finally realized that when you crash, it takes it out. So that's why Matt just now tried the strategy of crashing intentionally in the first minute of the game. But it turns out that strategy was not a winning strategy, at least not for him. Maybe for somebody else it would have been a winning strategy. But yeah, so eventually you do get trenches. Yeah, correct, Pete. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it a stream. It's been an hour. Sometimes we do longer ones, obviously, but we played a whole bunch of Meteor Mission. We played a whole bunch of here's again the original packaging. We played CLOAD Magazine #1 from April of 1978, which is pretty cool. And we're gonna do this some more. We'll come back and play Meteor Mission 2, maybe on a upcoming stream. Meteor Mission 2, and we'll try Cosmic Fighter as well, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you like this and you're not subscribed already and you want to know about more stuff like this, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit like, comment if you're watching this after the fact and you weren't part of the live stream. Blah, 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 all that good stuff. Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy says hi, bye. So, yeah, Matt, thank you so much for being my guest today. You were awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks.
I need, I guess, a co-anchor here, so thanks for being here. And we will do this again. I can be your
Ed McMahon.
What'd you say?
I can be your Ed McMahon on occasion.
Let's hear you laugh like Ed McMahon. That was pretty good. You can you by Andy Richter also?
No, I don't think I can do Andy Richter.
That was pretty good, Andy McMahon, though. Ha ha! Thank you, sir. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody. This is great. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, hit like. Please do that. Please tell your friends if you like this stuff so we can spread it around and get more people watching and more people commenting on the stream, because I do this for the comments on the stream. It's so much fun for me to hear what you guys have to say. So thank you so much. We'll do this again very, very soon. Jim just joined at the last second, like usual. But Jim, make sure you hit the notification button on your subscription so you get notified whenever there's a new stream, and then you'll find out on time. Thanks so much, everybody. Oh, I got 12 concurrent viewers right now, so thanks everyone who's here and who's about to miss it, but watch the replay, I guess. And we'll do this again soon, guys. Have a good night, everybody.